Mike B,
Hey, there she is.
how are you
Oh,
today?
good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. So are you?
I'm so glad we have the same haircut.
I know.
I'm so glad. Yeah.
Biggie with the
I
brand
told her I wanted the same thing.
out here in these streets swanging.
Out here in these streets. Yes.
Well, Mike B, you have something really cool going on right now. And since right now is the virtual home and garden show brought to you by Volkswagen Lease Summit, I wanted to know more about your garden that you have. And I saw that you were recently on the news.
Yeah. This is my company, Ophelias Blue Vine Farm. And so me and my boys, for 7 years, we've grown produce on different lots within Kansas City. And sold those through a CSA or exclusively through the Ivanhoe Farmers Market. So what you saw in the news recently was the company has been awarded a $25,000 grant for emerging Black businesses. I'm
Congratulations.
pausing for the applause. Okay. But we put a lot of money into it. I'm at 2416 Vine Street, so basically on the corner of 24th and Vine, and that area is going to be just a revitalized urban farm, and that location is focusing specifically on fresh herbs, fresh garden herbs. So it's already planted out. We have a grand opening April 30th. So you can check us out at opheliasbluevinefarm.com or opheliasbluevine.com, where you can order online or come down and pick it up. So what we really wanted to do was grow food for people in Kansas City, grow local food, and then keep that food in the community.
Okay, so do you give it away or do you sell the food?
We sell the food and the produce.
Do you take it down to City Market or is there a specific venue that people can go and get it?
No, so we will be doing a farm stand. We still will be partnering with the Ivanhoe Farmers Market, but yeah, so when COVID hit, we flipped our model, and so everything will be, everything's purchasable online. So you can just go to opheliasbluevine.com and it's all set up. So the order comes in through a tablet into the building, and so whoever's in there can prep it, get it ready. It gets washed, goes into refrigeration, and then you can just come up to the outside of the building, hit the Ring doorbell, tell us what you want. It's already paid for, and pick it up. Or if you say you wanted it delivered, then it's delivered through DoorDash.
Very nice. I am very proud of you. I'm very impressed. Very nice. So I know that the whole point was to introduce green vegetables to the inner city and also to introduce your boys to it and just teach them about how the land can give back to them. Now, after you have fully established this, what's the next step? Do you want to open up a grocery store or something like that? Or is it just you want to continue growing?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think we want to continue growing, so again, shameless plug, Ophelias Blue Vine. We really want to expand in more areas within the city and really push a model that focuses on local food. And so, I got into farming because I wanted my boys to know what real food tastes like. Real apples, real oranges. My baby girl, she won't eat a tomato from the store, but she'll eat one right out of the garden. So I want other kids to experience that. I want people to experience what real GMO-free organic produce tastes like, and how it can bring better health to their lives.
It's very important because we probably can't even wrap our heads around how much chemicals and pesticides and whatnot is in our everyday food.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of stuff, so we focus also on greens, the collard greens, the mustard greens. Black people, we love our greens. The callaloo for the people from Jamaica. I grow a new product this year. Well, not new, but I've grown it for a couple of years. But it's called a purple tree collard, and that collard can be traced back to Africa, and it was brought over on a slave trip. I have the video on our Facebook page, Ophelias Blue Vine, kind of the story behind that and growing that. But I tell people are like, we love your products, we love your collards because when we wash them, the water turns green, because we can look at them and we can see they're kind of, some have bug bites and they're not perfect, So a lot of the store, you're right, a lot of the stuff at the store, they spray those fields with chemicals, and in the morning it's wet and you think it's dew, but it's not, it's chemicals. So if it looks perfect, it's because, there's a price to pay for that. People are out there, they're spraying some stuff that doesn't kill just the bad bugs, it kills everything. So we wanted to get away with that.
Okay, so Ophelias Blue Vines is where you said that they can find it on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook, Ophelias Blue Vine, and on the website, opheliasbluevine.com. And so all the information, our story, the media, the press, how to order, how you can help, how you can get involved, all that's on the website. Opheliasbluevine.com, even a new logo.
I love it. So we're talking to Mike B. Rollen all about gardening. He has Ophelias Blue Vine. So what's some tips if somebody is trying to start their own garden this spring? When's the best time to start? What type of dirt should they have? What are
Great questions.
The top things that they need to have the best garden in the neighborhood?
Okay, so here's the deal. The best time to start a garden was yesterday, okay?
Yesterday,
Don't get caught up. A lot of people get caught up, my soil ain't right, or I ain't this and that. Life will find a way. So I say, make it enjoyable, grow something that you enjoy eating, So like fruits are a little bit more challenging because, strawberries take like 2 years and a lot of people just want it now. Apple trees, that's a little bit harder because some of them take 3 years. Cherry trees to produce, asparagus, 3 years to produce. But tomatoes, okra, the greens, the lettuce, the microgreens basically are just, they're plain seeds of like radish or lettuce or arugula. And basically you just get some potting soil, not dirt, potting soil, because it's light, it has vermiculite, it's a lighter type soil. You can get that from like a Walmart or a Home Depot. You get that, you go down to plant a seed store, you go to Walmart and you get just some seeds, you throw them on top, you sprinkle some water, and in 14 days you cut it, that's microgreens. And then you've got, in 2 weeks, you've got the satisfaction of knowing you grew your own food.
Okay, so if I start from a seed, how long is it going to take that seed to pop up? Or should I start with something that's already sprouted?
Well, something that's already sprouted is going to cost you a lot more money. In some seeds, there's an actual chart online. You just Google a plant germination chart. Some things take a lot longer than others. So things like maybe a parsley, may take, under ideal germination temperature, it may take, weeks. So you might say, I don't got time, I ain't got no time for that, okay? So you might go with arugula, or something, you might go with arugula or some kale, and then just know, within 6 days, you'll see it coming up from the dirt. A little trick that I do is when I put the seed down and I water it with warm water, and then it comes up even faster.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
Okay. All right. And so would you rather people plant in a pot or in the ground?
So you can go get online and Google kind of the difference between growing in a pot and growing in the ground. Some things grow best in the ground. Like okra, for instance, you wouldn't want to necessarily grow that in a container and then transplant and put that out. Corn, you wouldn't do the same thing. You just take it in the field. The seeds are this big, put it in there, cover it with up with dirt, and that's it. So mainly people are growing in pots because they're in apartments and they don't have the space, or they're not in a situation where maybe their soil they have issues with the soil. So I recommend growing in a pot. All the herbs you can grow in pots, basil, oregano, sages, and things like that. Stuff them in a pot and clip them, use them as needed. A lot of people do tomatoes in pots, and they're very successful with that as well. So.
What are your thoughts about those little pots that you can grow inside the house with the lights? What are your feelings about that?
Those little pots you grow inside your house with lights are you talking about under LED lights?
Yeah.
It works. You have to be, so when you're growing inside, most people, they overwater. And of course the plant has to have sunlight. So there's some challenges to growing inside, so I've always been just, put it outside and just kind of let it do its thing, let it fend for itself. And then also, a lot of people get turned off because when you're dealing with like real soil that has life in it, and it may have some gnat eggs or whatever, and so you get this going, and you take and that skin. Most people who you deal with that once, and they're like, I'm never gardening again. I tried it, and these bugs was all up in my house. So I try to keep the outside personally. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it works for it works for some people. I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot harder than most people think, though.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm very excited about this. I actually want to come down to your garden, and I love some arugula and
Okay.
I love basil. And so I need to take a trip there. But so do we have to schedule if we want to come and see you, or is it all like you said online? We buy what we want, we come, we pick up, and we get out of your hair.
Yeah, basically that's it. But we'll start doing tours after the 30th on the weekend so people can come inside and kind of see how we grow. The whole building is plastic, so you can always come through and look through the window. Yeah, it'll send me a notification to my phone, and maybe I'll talk back to you and say, "Hey, girl, get on out of there." No, I wouldn't do that. But we just, yeah, it's a really cool thing, and I'm glad that I've been able to do this for the people, and a lot of it started with Indigo Hour in the Blue Room and 107, and really working with them. We worked with them for over a decade, and the appreciation for that whole 18th Divine Jazz. You've been down there several times. Sean's been down there. We've really over the years been a part of bringing up that community, and so I'm just excited to have everyone out and have a good time. And so I'll come and I'll hook you up, so you don't have to worry about that. Come on down and we'll hook you up.
That. Now, for people who don't know Mike B, he is a voice that you are very familiar with because you'll hear him on the weekends. Once this corona is let up and we can all get back in the building, Mike B is one of our weekend guys. And when I'd be in the studio on the weekends, Mike B would come in covered in dirt.
Yes.
This has gone on for years, like probably years. I'm like, what is this man up to?
Like, where's the broom at? What did he done? Who done tracked up in here?
Get the hose, let's hose them off. But I see that all of your hard work has been, it's I guess blooming, we should say. And I'm very proud of you. That's so exciting. Anything else that you want people to know about Ophelias Blue Vine?
No, I mean, I just want people to know, hey, we're going on summertime to get out, get some fresh air, get the kids out. Of course, you want to be, mask up and get your vaccines and whatnot. But it's summer, enjoy it. We're gonna have a great time, and I really hope that you can, next time you're in that 18th Divine Jazz District, stop by 24th and Vine and holla at your boy, Ophelias Blue Vine.
Mike B. Rollen, I appreciate you. Ophelias Blue Vine, go check it out and get some greens in your life.